Check this out. A guy paid $1,000 to haul this old car out from deep in an abandoned lumber camp. Everyone shook their heads at it. Back then the car was totally wrecked. The metal was so rusty it was brittle. The chassis was buried in mud and weeds. Even the glass was fogged up by time. His friends said he was crazy when they saw it. Said it wasn't worth fixing anymore. Better to just sell it for scrap. But the guy was convinced. This was the Soviet Lada off-roader his father loved to drive in his youth. He felt that if he could restore it, it would be more than just a car that runs. It would be a memory brought back to life. The day he towed it back, neighbors gathered around, shaking their heads and sighing. But the guy had made up his mind. No matter how hard it was, he'd fix it. In the shop, the first job was to take it apart. The rusty hood, the doors that wouldn't shut right, the loose bumper all came off bit by bit. The underbody was packed with mud and rotten leaves. Cleaning it out filled the room with dust, and his hands with rust. Every bolt he turned let out a harsh screech, like the car itself was groaning. With the frame up on stands, the suspension was pretty much shot. Springs broken, shocks leaking, control arms rusted through. He went ahead and pulled the driveshaft and differential, laying each piece on the workbench, ready for cleaning and rebuilding. The engine was even more disheartening. Opening the cylinder head revealed nothing but carbon and rust inside. Valves stuck, camshaft bone dry. But he didn't give up. He carefully removed each valve spring, scrubbing and cleaning with solvent over and over, wiping away the black grime. When he opened the differential and transmission, the gears inside were still solid. They could be reused after cleaning. At that moment a spark of hope lit in him, as if the car itself was waiting for this rebirth. Every part that came off got blasted with a pressure washer first, then sandblasted to remove the stubborn rust. Layers of oxidation were ground off the frame, revealing the long-lost metal shine. Then, he sprayed parts with black and dark green rust-proof paint. Differential housing, suspension arms all looked new again. For the body he chose a classic military green. Primer went on smooth, top coats layered on, until the surface was slick and new. After fixing the roof panels, he painted it black for contrast, tough and substantial, like it was back in its soldier days. The exhaust was a custom job he tackled himself. That oval stainless steel pipe took days to get the angle just right, so it fit the engine and chassis perfectly. The moment it was mounted, the whole car's attitude changed. Next, the rebuilt engine went back in. New hoses and tidy wiring made the engine bay shine. Cooling and intake systems found their places again. Underneath, the differential and driveshaft were all set, like a heart ready to beat with new life. The suspension got brand new red shocks and stiff springs, paired with off-road tires. It looked like it was itching to charge out of there. The body slowly took shape. Doors, hood, roof all returned to the frame. The grille was painted black, with the Lada badge mounted on it. When the new LED lights came on, it lit up the whole workshop. New window glass went in clear as a mirror. The rear window fixed in place. A roof rack was installed, practical and full of character. The interior got a full makeover too. Non-slip rubber mats laid down, seats reupholstered in a modern style. The black inside made a sharp contrast with the military green outside. Dashboard, steering wheel, center console all cleaned up. Gauges, zeroed buttons gleaming. Sitting inside, you caught the scent of fresh paint and leather, like it was the day it left the factory decades ago. After the final checks and adjustments, oil, coolant, brake fluid all topped up, electrical system good, tire pressure just right. He turned the key gently. The engine's roar woke from years of silence to a fooling growl. In that instant, his eyes welled up with emotion. That wasn't the sound of a machine. It was the echo of time coming back to life. This Lada, once laughed at as scrap metal, stood again in the sunlight. When the neighbors gathered again, they couldn't believe this was the wreck dragged from the woods. The body gleamed with a deep shine. The engine rumbled with power. Tires dug into the ground like a beast, ready to run. He looked at it, knowing better than anyone, this wasn't just fixing a car. It was restoring a memory and a feeling. On his father's birthday, he drove it into the yard. The old man froze for a long moment. His hand trembled as he touched the body. It was a feeling that crossed time. He saw himself young and driving free again. The engine fired up once more. Tears welled in the father's eyes. The young man smiled. This Lada wasn't just metal reborn. It was a family story continuing. And with that, the restoration was pretty much done. Like the old saying goes, hitting like is a kindness, not hitting it is fine too. Your support is his biggest motivation to keep creating. So how about that Lada? Isn't it beautiful? Pretty amazing, right? If you had to rate it, what would you give it? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. Remember to like, share and follow. It'll show you awesome creative builds every day. See you next time. Thanks for watching.